My name is Bernie Wagenblast. I live in Cranford, New Jersey, pretty much the town that I grew up in. So you know that it's really me. Maybe I should say something like, the next, downtown.
Local 1, train 2, South Ferry. Approaching the station, please stand away from the platform edge.
I used to, when I was a kid, take the newspaper and just read it out loud and practice trying to improve my voice. I was fortunate enough to actually live that dream. My first, I would say, significant job in broadcasting was this new company that was created in the 1970s. They came to New York City in 1979 called Shadow Traffic.
Schedule. That's Shadow Traffic. I'm Bernie Wagenblast.
I didn't realize it at the time, but that was sort of my introduction to the world of transportation. I had worked for the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey for about a decade in the 80s and the 90s. So occasionally, even though my job wasn't really involving voiceover work, it was more transportation operations, they asked me from time to time, knowing of my background, to do some occasional projects. And the person that was charged with starting up the project for those station announcements that I do knew me and asked if I would be interested in being the voice for those. So I said, yeah, sure, that sounds great. I would love to do that.
There is a local 7, train 2, Flushing, Main Street. Approaching the station, please stand away from the platform edge.
This was primarily just individual words and short phrases. So, for instance, we would go first, second, third, all the way up to something like 250th. Here I had to be kind of flat with the voice and not be too expressive, because if you're too expressive and you don't know exactly when that recording is going to appear in the final version, it could sound a little bit sing-songy. So the next, downtown, number 2, it would sound really terrible. You're always self-critiquing. You hear it and, okay, I could have done that a little bit better, or maybe I should have pronounced that a little bit differently. There's one word that I recorded, and it's away. And the way it comes out on the recordings, it goes up the end, so away. And it sounds odd now when I hear it on the subway. I've been with other people, and we're hearing it, and like when it was my kids, they're all adults now, but when they were younger, they would tend to get a little embarrassed about hearing Dad's voice coming out of the speaker.
Stand clear of the closing doors on track 4, please.